welcome to another Thursday Live here at the Association of PEMF Professionals. I am Dr. Jerry Dreessen, your Thursday Live host, and with that, we're going to jump right into it. And as we start building some followers here, I've got some more information to throw your way, but with that, let us get rolling. And of course, this is recorded, so if you don't get a chance to watch it live, those of you that are watching the recording, hey, welcome, thanks for watching. And as always, like and share this to your other PEMF friends. So just a couple of things today to go over. We've got the Texas regulatory update, and then also our PEMFCon announcement. For those of you that have been following along know that we've got some really cool stuff coming up, and the more we know about who's going to be around and what we're doing, we'll kind of trickle that out there as we get going. But right now in Texas, as far as the draft, those of you that have been following along, Lauren had a chance to go down and check that out. And we got some people jumping in here. Just want to shout out to Shannon. Hi, Shannon. Thanks for hopping on. And yeah, I am doing well. Thanks. I know I've had some scratchy throat issues, but we're getting this room filtered, so I don't have cat influence, so to speak. Okay, so let's just jump into it here. With PEMF, as far as what happened, was the actual verbiage about PEMF came out of the rule. So they chapter 573 as far as rules of professional conduct. So back in March, they named PEMF directly by name, and as an example of musculoskeletal manipulation, and placing it explicitly inside the practice of veterinary medicine. And then that's why, of course, we engaged with what was going on and checking it out. But as of July 24th, the PEMF reference was removed. So manipulation is now defined as application of mechanical forces, but there are no examples listed. So I think that was their way of working around it. So thank you very much. Congratulations to them. And then again, PEMF applies as an electromagnetic field, not a mechanical force. So on the plain reading, it sits outside this rule. And I just want to shout out to Karen. Hey, Karen, thanks for hopping on board. Glad to see you checking us out here. But again, that's probably the biggest win for the week, maybe for the year, those of you that are in Texas for sure. But with that, though, the main thing is that the obligations haven't changed. And so in Texas, it directs the board to ensure alternate therapies, and it names magnetic field therapy. They are performed only by and under the supervision of a veterinarian. It doesn't really, it's kind of vague right there, but again, the board is enforcing what the legislature gave it, and the rule change doesn't touch the statute above it, but they don't name it as PEMF. So that's kind of cool. So it's a game of words right now. But what's genuinely unclear is the level of veterinary involvement, because the vets are like, why would I, this is the conversation we were having, like a vet saying, why would I have somebody do something if I'm responsible for the outcome? And so it kind of got put back on the veterinarian side. But what's genuinely unclear is the level of veterinary involvement required and how the board intends to enforce it, and then operate under today's requirements while that gets resolved is the answer that we have. So and we got another New Hampshire. Hey, welcome aboard, Serena. And how it stands, which is kind of weird, is if a veterinarian signs off and says, "Hey, I want you to do PEMF on this animal," supposedly they are now in charge or responsible for what happens. And the vets are like going, "That's dumb." You know, it's like a prescription medication, right? So they're responsible if they prescribe medication or if they give the medication, but this is like a secondary person. It'd be the same thing like massage or, you know, um, putting horseshoes on a horse or something like that, that they're responsible for the outcome of the service done outside of their bubble. So those are the questions that we're looking at, thinking about, well, what does that actually mean? And then we play the what if games, and that's kind of the what if that came up out of that. So if I haven't confused you enough already, um, here's what we're doing and what you can do. So again, we are preparing a formal public comment letter, and we are asking the board to give PEMF the same structure it already gave laser. So general supervision, no separate knowledge acknowledgement, plus the independent contractor delegation it wrote elsewhere in the same document. And then working the legislative side, the fix has to be statutory. The Texas legislature reconvenes in January of 2027. We've already built a small tent outside the opening of the legislature, so we're going to be camping there. I think if I can talk Lauren into it, it'll start next week. She's just going to be camping out there till January, so we can get in. She doesn't know this yet, so. But again, we are building that information. So in essence, they've done a really good job by saying, you know what, we don't have to have PEMF named in here, but there's still this embodiment that has to be worked on, and they don't at that time have the power to do that until this January meeting. So we're hoping by that time we'll have all our ducks in order and we can help them out. So as a member, and even if you're not a member and you're watching this video, some things that you can do is just know that the comment window isn't open yet. So we'll let you know when that happens, and then where to send the comments. And then also plan to submit one. So comments from operators matter. We've always said that. And then comments from animal owners matter enormously. So if you have a group of people and their animals that you're working on, you can let them know now kind of what we're talking about. Even forward them this, video that we're doing right now, this live. It's recorded. So there'll be a YouTube link. There'll be, of course, Facebook and LinkedIn links. But the comments from animal owners matter enormously, and they carry weight our letterhead doesn't. And then they build the public record for legislatures, because they work for their constituents, and that's what we need, are the constituents, versus a international organization that's just saying, hey guys, you shouldn't be doing this. But if all y'all do it, then you know that it's going to have a lot more impact. So again, this November, we're going to be fully virtual. Kind of shifting gears over here to PEMFCon. So help us build the agenda. So any speakers that you want to hear from, wouldn't it be nice if we could get somebody on the legislative side to pop in and talk about, PEMF, or even on the veterinarian side, if we want to have like a little political corner where we have, some time for that, that'd be kind of cool. But speakers that you want to hear from, tell us in the comments below, or of course you can always email us. And we're building the program now. We've got a few more spots that are available, so we would like to customize it so that it is some areas that you want. Even if in our group, if there are any PEMF businesses that you want to hear from. Jessica, hi. You're welcome. Yeah, glad to have you on board. But if you've got some stellar PEMF users on the human side, large animal, small animal, and you want to have them like do a little virtual clinic, that would be fine too. And then also our logo contest. So we kind of announced that last week. We've had, I think, four people, three people send in their, as of Monday or Tuesday. Three people sent in their versions of what they thought it would look like. Of course, you saw all of mine last week. Mine were all AI, which were still kind of fun. But again, this year's logo, the prize is a free ticket to the event. So you do not have to be the artist. If you've got an artist around your area and you want to reward them with some, free PEMF in exchange, because if they win, then they can give their ticket to the event to you, I guess is what I'm saying. So do with that what you will. There are some things for the big takeaway here. And again, we're going to announce the winner on August 15th. So the big takeaway is, number one, Texas moved in a good direction. Number two, your obligations didn't change, so still dot all those I's and cross all those T's. And again, the more that you can do that. But be ready, especially if you work in that state, to be ready for the comment section, but also, tap on your posse, let them know that it's coming down the road and that you would appreciate them talking about it too. I'm sure they wouldn't have any problem with that. So, but thanks for being part of this. And this is the kind of work that membership funds for us. So the more that we can grow, the better. And then, of course, we want you to be a part of PEMFCon. So, show us your vision, get creative, leave your mark. But again, that also means speakers too. So PEMFCon 2026, we're gearing up for that. You'll hear, like I said, probably in every announcement now, between now and when we have it, that you will be hearing more on that too. So with that, if you are not a member, if you are interested in this organization, we are global. We're in 18 countries. And you can become a member today just by going to our website, PEMFprofessionals.com. There are 4 different certification courses you can take. There's 3 different levels of membership based on how big your organization is. I gotta do a shout out to Andy, all the way from UK. Thanks for waking up with us or staying awake. I can't remember what time it is in the UK, but I'm sure Andy will dump down on us here in just a second. And Andrea, yep, you're welcome. It's fun to be a part of this organization and, again, watching it grow. But again, if you have any questions or tips, things you'd like to see in this broadcast that we do on our Thursday lives, or just information that's coming your way, info@PEMFprofessionals.com. That goes right to Lauren, and then we get together once a week and go through these comments together, and that helps put together our Thursday lives that we do, but also for our events that we have. And again, if you've got your ear to the ground on your state with what's happening in your legislative area, let us know too. So once we get enough momentum going and can help with 1 or 2, then that's definitely going to be a game changer for the rest of the state. And those of you that in other countries, that's another thing too, is even with our PEMFCon that we're doing, what you've got going on in your countries, we want to know about too. So if you want to be a part of PEMFCon, tell us how your area, how your part of the world, works with PEMF. That would be awesome too. Andy, okay, 6:44 p.m. All right. So bangers and mash, is that what we're doing today? Anyways, with that, I will close out. And again, always like what you see. I see a bunch of hearts and thumbs ups on today's live broadcast, so that's great. But again, like and share. This is some big information, especially those of you that are in Texas. If you know anybody you can share this information with, that'd be great. We're over on Instagram. Those of you that are LinkedIn, we're over there too. So, again, thank you so much for your time today. And I look forward to meeting you again next week as we continue to talk about everything PEMF. And I'll leave with this slide. There we go. Okay. Take care, and we'll see you again next week. Bye bye.